Yo, hey, what's up, guys? It's Wednesday, March 14th, and it's Comic Book Wednesday today. So I just got back from my comic book store, and I picked up a few new and a few old comics I want to go ahead and share with you. And I want to go ahead and give a shout out to my local comic book store that I always go to. I'll put a link at the bottom of the video here, guys. If you live in Arizona, there is a comic book store that I always go to at least once or twice a week, and it's called All About Books and Comics. You know, I'll even put up their information here. Check that out. This comic book store, guys, it's pretty cool. Number one, it's very clean. It's pretty big. The help is very, very nice, very knowledgeable. And I mean, they're just a bunch of cool guys to hang around with. I mean, nothing really you want to say that, you know, your average nerdy or dorky type kind of guys, but pretty knowledgeable and really nice, really talkative, especially with the comic book community. One thing I do want to mention, I've been going to this establishment of comic books for, I would say, wow, since I was a teenager, maybe 13, 14 years old. I remember my mother dropping me off when I was a teenager. As soon as, you know, I get my, my allowance or even my first paycheck when I was, I think, 15, 16 years old, she would drop me off, and I would spend hours and hours there. But unfortunately, you know, when I got into, I believe, junior, senior year in high school, I just stopped collecting comics. I just stopped. Got kind of back into it in my early college years, but then stopped again. But now I'm back into it, and they've still been around. I believe they've been around for about, what was it, 30 years? 20 to 30 years, maybe, around there. And they have a large variety of comics. And like I said, the information's here. They even have a website right there, All About Books and Comics, if you want to check it out. They even sell a bunch of comics on their website. They're pretty legit people. You know, like I said, you know, don't worry about them trying to scam you. They do their best to grade, or at least they don't overgrade their comics. They try to keep everything fair, or at least even lower than standard. They even have a eBay page where they sell a bunch of comics that, or at least auction off a bunch of comics on eBay that go for, I believe, sometimes 25 to 75% off of the price guide value. So, anyways, guys, enough of my rant. But they're a really cool comic book store. If you're here ever in Arizona, check them out. They're not too far from downtown. If some of you are coming out for Phoenix Comic-Con this year in May, feel free to check out these people here, this comic book store, because it's not that far away from the Comic-Con. I would say maybe 10 to 15 minute drive away from the Comic-Con, and it's really cool. So anyways, guys, let's get back. Two new comics that I picked up today, of course, are Batman and Robin, number 7, and The Incredible Hulk, number 6. I'm loving this issue, guys, this series. I know a lot of people that I've talked to here locally and online, they're somewhat, it's okay, it's so-so, but I actually love it. The reason is because this is actually a first ongoing series that finally the Hulk and Bruce Banner have been separated. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. Bruce Banner and the Hulk have been separated a lot of times in the past, but usually 1, 3 issues the most. They get back and they, you know, they're one being again. But this one has already been, what, 6 issues, and they're still not back together. They're actually going to be fighting each other. They hate each other. So it comes down to a point where it seems as if so far they're going to kill each other, or at least one of them's going to kill somebody. But I'm not too sure. I mean, would Marvel really do that? Would Marvel really kill off, I would say, Bruce Banner? Because, I mean, shit, they're not going to kill off the Hulk. They're not that stupid. I mean, can you imagine the Hulk's dead, but of course he'll come back alive again in a few months. But regardless, I mean, are they really, one of them's going to die? Or are they just going to join back up again, you know, and submit a truce, or submit, oh, I love you, I missed you. I don't know. But anyways, this series has been really good. I really like it. And I believe in the next issue, 7, is where, I haven't read this one, guys, by the way. I'm hoping in the next issue it actually talks about, you know, what's going to happen, the conclusion. But the artwork is really good. I love the artwork. The storyline has been really good. Especially, it had a little twist here at the very end of I believe last month's comic, where Doctor Doom appeared. You know, Doctor Doom was the one that actually performed the surgery, or at least the separation of the Hulk and Banner. And I was like, oh man, that's like a slap in the face for Reed Richards, because Reed Richards has been persistent. I'm going to help you, because I guess him and Dr. Banner have been really good pals. So anyways, guys, it's a really cool story. I really recommend check it out. If you're barely starting into comics, or you haven't checked out the new Incredible Hulk line or the series, check it out, seriously. This Batman and Robin, guys, I looked through it, I skimmed through it when I was at the comic book store, and I'm like, you know what, this seems pretty cool. There's a lot of action, a lot of fighting. That's what I love. And I've been somewhat in and out of this series, Batman and Robin, and the artwork has been top-notch, and the storyline, it's been really good. Apparently, Robin and I forgot this one guy right here, it seems as if they were trying to team up, but Robin was kind of, you know, playing him for a fool a little bit. And anyways, I don't want to spoil too much, guys, because especially I don't really know a whole lot, because I've been in and out of this comic series or comic storyline. But it's been really cool, and I actually really like it. So, yeah, check that out too. Those are the only two that I picked up this week, guys, that I really liked. Everything else pretty much selling out. Or just I didn't really like it. So those are the only two issues. If you have any other ones that you recommend, like, hey Rick, you forgot about this one, leave a comment. Like, hey Rick, go check out this one that came out this week, and I'll go check it out, because like I said, I just skimmed through the comics that came out. I didn't really find any to my appeal, but again, I didn't really read any of the stories. I just kind of skimmed through it. Anyways, guys, I'm trying to finish this video before 10 minutes. World's Finest, number 180. I love this cover. I really love this cover. Really nice gradient background, the orange to kind of light orange. Superman holding up Batman there. If you can read what it says, I'm about to commit the first crime, my first crime, and you, Batman, are about to be the victim. So that's pretty cool. I would grade this probably to maybe a fine condition. And that's, I believe, in 1967. So, yeah, pretty cool. Next one, guys, I picked this up for $5. This is the Tales to Astonish number 84 to add to my collection. A really cool cover. It does have a few chips here and there, a few, if you can tell, pieces missing from it. But other than that, it's in really, really good shape. So for $5 for a Silver Age comic, can't beat that. Next one, guys, I picked up the Savage SubMariner, number 69, where apparently he goes up against Spider-Man. I have not read this story. I didn't even know this story even existed. I'm not really a SubMariner fan, but I picked it up because Spider-Man was in it. I like to read it, so yeah, here's that. Last one I picked up, guys, Giant Size, Superstars, Fantastic Four, The Thing versus the Hulk. I've been looking for this. Everyone I find, or at least that I found here locally, was in little rough condition. This one is acceptable condition. I would say maybe a very good rating, possibly. But yeah, I was skimming through it, and there's a lot of fight scenes, or at least a good fight scene with the Hulk and the Thing. And you know me, I love verses. So that's pretty much it, guys, for my comic haul. Come back to video 2, and I'll talk about some of the comic book plastic bags versus the Mylar and different types of Mylar that they're actually out there in the world, and what I recommend for people, you know, new comic book collectors out there, what you guys should get. So come back, check out video 2 in a few minutes. Thanks for watching. This is my comic haul. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. Until then, peace.